Before the visible comes the invisible. Before the wealth appears, the word must be spoken. For nothing can be added to your life until it is first added unto your faith. And so I say to you now, divine supply is already prepared for you. There is no competition in the kingdom of God. What is yours will flow to you by right of consciousness. You do not need to chase the lottery win. It is already yours in the unseen. Declare with boldness, I have a rich and victorious mind. Money comes to me in miraculous ways. Unexpected doors fly open. The winning ticket seeks me, as I am divinely selected for great financial blessing. You are not asking for what does not belong to you. You are stepping into alignment with what is already yours by divine inheritance. The substance of wealth is not outside of you, but within your faith, your word, your vibration. Your spoken word is your wand, and today you cast the spell of wealth. Say it now. I am one with infinite riches. I am the channel through which divine supply flows. I am guided to the right ticket, at the right time for the right results easily. It comes quickly. It comes with peace. The law of prosperity is exact. It responds to your belief, not your need. And the lottery win is not chance. It is the effect of divine right action set in motion by unwavering faith. You no longer wonder if. You declare it is done. You no longer hope, you align. You no longer fear, you radiate expectancy. This is the moment to walk by faith, not by sight. To speak not what you see, but what you know. The divine idea of sudden wealth is now manifest in your world. Not because you wish for it, but because you are one with the source that has already given it. Let every word you speak today be filled with victory. Let every breath be a silent chant of abundance. Let every thought be an unshakable knowing, this is my time. This is my miracle. This is my win. What is mine by divine right is now released to me in perfect timing. My winning comes with ease and certainty. That is not a wish, it is a law in motion. You must understand this. You are not here to chase miracles. You are here to embody them. You are not asking for something to happen. You are declaring something that has already happened in the unseen. The moment you speak it with faith, you have already planted the seed, and every seed knows what to do when it is spoken into the soil of belief. The spiritual substance of money, of sudden increase, of divine wealth. It already exists. You do not create it. You allow it. You do not beg for it. You align when you say, what is mine by divine right? You are not asking for someone else's portion. You are not interfering with another's good. You are stepping into your own divine current. The lottery win is not luck, it is law. It is divine timing, orchestrated by belief, moved by faith, and drawn into your life by the magnetic power of your consciousness. So you must no longer wonder if the winning is possible. You must only ask yourself, are you in harmony with it? Because everything you desire already exists. It is waiting for the signal of your unwavering belief. Divine substance is obedient. It follows your word, not your doubt. And if your word is, my winning comes with ease and certainty, then so it must be. But you must feel it in your bones. You must say it with the full authority of someone who knows that heaven has already approved it. There is no force in this universe that can delay what is yours by divine right when you are in alignment. But you must step out of the vibration of hoping and into the vibration of knowing. Hope waits. Faith walks into the store and picks the ticket. Faith feels the joy before the numbers appear. Faith dances in the living room while the bank account still looks the same. Because faith knows what sight cannot yet confirm, and that is your power. Say to yourself daily, I am ready to receive. I am open to miracles. I am worthy of sudden wealth. Do not just whisper it. Proclaim it. Say it until it shakes the doubt out of your bones. Say it until the energy around you begins to shift. That is how the divine responds. Not to fear, not to force, but to the silent, steady vibration of someone who knows they are the chosen vessel for something extraordinary. You are not limited by odds or statistics. You are guided by spirit. You are not competing with others. You are stepping into a stream that is uniquely yours. You are not trying to get something. You are returning to what has always been prepared for you. What is yours cannot be stolen. What is yours cannot be blocked. It can only be delayed by your disbelief. But today that disbelief dissolves. This is your time to come into full agreement with wealth. No more halfway faith. No more asking with one breath and cancelling with doubt in the next. No more watching others win and thinking it is not for you. You are the miracle. You are the evidence of divine favor. Speak it. Feel it. Let the vision of abundance fill every corner of your mind. See yourself holding that ticket. Hear the numbers being called. Feel the surge of certainty when you know they match. Let it be so real in your imagination that reality has no choice but to obey it. You were never meant to live small. You were never meant to lack. You were never meant to shrink your dreams down to fit your fears. You were meant to overflow, and the lottery win is not the source. It is a symbol of your alignment with divine abundance. So walk boldly into the outcome you already own in spirit. Let every step you take be lit with confidence, joy, and unshakable knowing. You are the living proof that divine timing is real, and that faith unlocks what the world calls impossible. This is the beginning of something unstoppable. I do not beg for wealth. I align with it. I am a magnet for unexpected money and miraculous wins. That is the truth I now stand on. There is no pleading in the realm of spirit. There is no striving, no chasing, no desperation. Because to beg is to believe that the thing I desire is far from me, but to align is to remember that it's already mine in the invisible. It is not about effort. It is about energy. It is not about force. It is about flow. When I align, I tune my entire being to the frequency of receiving, and that frequency calls in everything meant for me. There is a magnetic power within me, given by the divine, that pulls toward me the good I am ready to receive. I do not need to push. I do not need to manipulate. I simply need to stand still in the knowing that all things are already prepared. I become the match to the miracle. I become the living vibration of abundance. I let go of all the beliefs that told me I had to work harder, wait longer, or suffer more. I am no longer tied to effort that leads to exhaustion. I am now tied to energy that leads to overflow. When I say I'm a magnet for unexpected money, I speak of money that comes not through logic, but through grace. I speak of resources that show up just in time, of winnings that seem impossible, of opportunities that appear out of nowhere, but were always on the way. Unexpected money is never truly unexpected when I understand divine law. It is the result of internal alignment. It is the outer reflection of inner agreement with wealth. I no longer wonder how. I simply prepare my spirit to receive. I become the receiver. I become the one who expects to win. I become the one who blesses money in all its forms. I walk into rooms like I already carry wealth in my atmosphere. I speak like someone who knows that every dollar is just energy returning to its rightful home. I am no longer surprised by miracles. I expect them. I am no longer shaken by delays. Stay in alignment. And I do not shrink my desire to match my reality. Expand my reality to match my desire. The more I repeat the truth, the more I dissolve the lie. The lie that I have to struggle. The lie that wealth isn't meant for me. The lie that other people win, but I do not. Those lies fade in the light of this truthing. I was born abundant. I am made in the image of limitless supply. The lottery win is not just about numbers. It's about belief. It's about holding the vibration long enough for matter to catch up to spirit. When I vibrate in abundance, the numbers, the timing, the opportunity all find their way to me without resistance. I train my mind to expect good news. I train my heart to rest in divine timing. I train my words to speak only what I want to see. No more saying it's too late, or I never win, or I hope something happens. I now say, I am ready. I am aligned. I am chosen. Because when my mind and words agree, my reality shifts. My life becomes a mirror to my internal power. This is not about gambling with chance. This is about partnering with truth. The truth that the universe is not limited. The truth that wealth does not run out. The truth that spirit does not operate on lack. I do not need to convince anyone. I do not need to prove anything. I do not even need to explain how it will happen. I simply hold the energy. I simply live from the vision. I simply walk in expectancy and allow the laws of the universe to respond. I am now magnetic to financial blessings. I am magnetic to winning. I am magnetic to increase. Not because I chase, because I believe. Not because I wish, but because I align. I let every breath be a silent agreement with abundance. I let every step I take be guided by trust. I let my energy speak louder than my fears, and I allow my alignment to draw in every good thing that is already mine in spirit. The right ticket finds me. I am led by divine intuition, and every step I take is ordered by prosperity's law. I do not need to run after the prize. The prize is drawn toward me as I follow the still, small voice within. I move not in confusion, but in clarity. I do not guess. I am guided. There is no randomness in spirit. Nothing is coincidence when faith becomes your compass. I trust the promptings of my soul, for they are always in harmony with the path of my highest good. Every time I listen without fear, every time I act without doubt, I unlock a door that logic could never open. I allow my intuition to speak louder than the noise around me. I silence the world and awaken the inner guide. When I go to buy a ticket, it is not by accident. It is by appointment. I don't follow numbers, patterns, or predictions. I follow peace. I follow alignment. I follow the nudge that says, now is the time. And when I obey that nudge, I shift reality. I move into the flow where miracles meet me with grace. Prosperity's law is not about chasing results. It's about walking in divine rhythm. It's about being in the right place, at the right moment, doing the right thing, with a heart that already believes. I let go the need to control how it will unfold. I do not demand signs, I become the sign. My presence is enough. My energy is enough. My quiet, unwavering faith is enough. Every place I go is guided. Every word I speak is infused with power. Every choice I make is aligned with the outcome I desire. The right ticket is not just paper, it is a symbol that the universe is listening. That spirit is responding, that I am tuned into the infinite broadcast of abundance, that I no longer live by sight but by knowing. When I follow divine intuition, I walk past limitations, past statistics, past disbelief. I walk into the realm where the impossible becomes normal, where sudden change is expected, where breakthroughs happen without struggle. I no longer wait for a perfect moment. I no longer overthink or question every move. I feel the direction in my spirit and I move with trust. And every step I take sends a message to the universe that I am ready, that I believe, that I have surrendered the how and embraced the yes. I am not attached to the outcome, but I am committed to the alignment. I don't need to win to believe. I believe, and therefore I win. Every act of faith creates a ripple. Every moment of obedience to intuition draws the unseen closer to the seen. When I pick the ticket, I know it's not just chance. It is divine choreography, the hand of spirit guiding me through energy, through feeling, through certainty. I am never out of sync with my miracle. Even when nothing seems to be happening, everything is shifting behind the scenes. The law of prosperity does not sleep. It does not forget. It responds to the consistent beat of my belief. I no longer worry if I'm too early or too late. Divine timing is precise. My steps are counted. My choices are inspired. I don't need a map. I am the compass. And the compass is always pointing toward the direction of overflow. The universe wastes nothing. Every moment of listening, every breath of expectancy, every inner whisper followed. It all leads me closer to the appointed blessing. The ticket is only the final step in a journey of invisible alignment. It is the outward proof of inner trust. It is the result of days and nights spent in the vibration of yes. Yes to abundance. Yes to increase. Yes to the next level. I honor the guidance I receive. I act when I am led. I do not second-guess divine flow. The wind is already moving toward me because I am already moving with purpose. The path is not random. The moment is not distant. The outcome is not in doubt. My intuition is tuned to prosperity. My steps are ordered by grace. I see myself already celebrating the win, for imagination precedes manifestation. Before anything shows up in the physical, it must first live in the mind. That is the law. The unseen governs the seen. The spiritual blueprint must exist before the material form can appear. I do not wait for evidence. I create it. I do not wait for the numbers to match. I already see them match. I feel the joy. I hear the celebration. I sense the relief in my body. It is already done in my consciousness. My imagination is not fantasy. It is divine creation. It is the workshop of miracles. It is the place where I rehearse my future until it becomes my present. I do not use it to escape reality. I use it to transform it. I close my eyes and I am holding the winning ticket. I look around and see the smiling faces of those I love. I feel the financial freedom wrapping itself around my life like light. I breathe in peace. I walk in the room with confidence. I move like someone who knows wealth is not on the way. It has already arrived. Every image I hold in my mind builds a world around me. I do not allow fear to decorate my future. I do not allow doubt to take up space in my thoughts. I cast out the mental pictures of lack, loss, and limitation. I replace them with pictures of overflow, pictures of breakthrough, pictures of abundance flowing from sources I haven't yet imagined. My inner movie is rich, vibrant, and clear, and the universe, in perfect obedience, begins to match that frequency. I do not just think, I feel. I do not just imagine the numbers. I feel the vibration of the wind in my chest. I feel the tears of gratitude. I feel the knowing that everything has shifted. I let that energy saturate my being. I let it guide how I speak, how I walk, how I carry myself in every room I enter. I walk with the posture of someone who has already received. I speak from the place of fulfillment, not desire. My energy is no longer filled with wanting. It is charged with knowing. I speak life over my vision. I speak joy into my future. I speak wealth into the very cells of my body. I do not beg the universe to give me what I have already seen. I simply return to the image again and again, until it becomes more real than the doubt around me. The imagination is stronger than any fear when I choose to live in it. I am no longer waiting. I am preparing. I am no longer hoping. I am rehearsing. I see myself opening the message that says I've won. I hear the sound of excitement rise in the room. I touch the paper, the phone, the confirmation, and I smile because I've seen it all before in the quiet sanctuary of my inner world. The vision is sacred. I protect it. I do not share it with those who cannot see. I do not explain it to minds that have not been trained in faith. I keep it in the altar of my heart, and I let it expand. I feed it with affirmations. I strengthen it with gratitude. I honor it with action. I am not passive with my imagination. I use it with intention. Because what I see consistently, I become. What I feel daily, I attract. And what I expect without wavering must materialize. I let the scene play out in my mind again and again. Not because I need to convince myself, but because repetition deepens belief. And belief unlocks reality. I am not just a dreamer. I am a creator. I am not just visualizing. I am manifesting. Every time I imagine, I am building the bridge between the spiritual and the material. And with every breath, I get closer. I give myself permission to live in the outcome now. I celebrate in advance. I praise before the proof. I prepare before the package arrives. My imagination has seen it. My faith has received it. And now the rest of the world must catch up. There is no competition in spirit. My lottery win is divinely designed for me and cannot be missed. I do not look to the left or the right. I do not compare. I do not worry about who else is playing, what numbers they choose, or how many tickets are bought, because I know this what is mine has my name on it in the unseen. It is marked. It is sealed. It is sacred. And it is being delivered through divine channels that never fail. There is no need for fear when you understand divine order. There is no place for anxiety when you trust divine timing. In the realm of spirit, there is only flow, never force. There is perfect orchestration, never randomness. And I live in that flow. I walk in that orchestration. I am not moved by odds. I am not shaken by logic. I am rooted in truth. And the truth is, I do not have to outcompete anyone. I do not have to try harder than others. I only need to stay aligned. Because alignment is my advantage. And when I am aligned, I cannot miss what is mine. Even if someone else buys a ticket before me. Even if the draw happens without my full attention. Even if I feel I almost forgot. Spirit never forgets. I understand now that divine selection does not come through striving. It comes through surrender. It comes through deep trust that I am supported by a higher intelligence, one that already knows the exact moment, the exact ticket, the exact experience that will shift everything in my favor. I do not force the outcome. I create the inner climate for the outcome to arrive. I rest in the knowing that the wealth I seek is already on its way, not because I chase it, but because I am the chosen vessel for its arrival. Every time I feel the urge to worry, I return to this truth. I was not meant to beg. I was not created to compete for what is already ordained. I was made to receive. I was made to expect. I was made to recognize the signs, to follow the nudge, to trust the whisper. When someone else wins, I celebrate, because it is proof that winning exists. It is evidence that sudden wealth is moving in the world. And if it can happen for one, it can happen for all. I do not resent. I rejoice. Because their blessing confirms that divine abundance is in motion. There are no limited seats at the table of prosperity. There are no shortages in the warehouse of miracles. There is always enough. And that enough is not general. It is specific. It is tailored. It is mine. My win is not taken from another, and theirs is not taken from me. The universe does not recycle, it creates. Spirit does not redistribute lack. It multiplies sufficiency. I am always in the right position, because my position is spiritual. I am always in the flow because I live by faith. When I go to choose the ticket, I do it with calm confidence. I do not second-guess. I do not fear that I've missed my moment. I know the moment is meeting me. I know the right numbers are calling to me. I know I am being drawn to the right combination. Not by chance, but by design. And that design was written before I ever asked. It was knowing before I ever hoped. It was waiting before I ever reached. So I no longer panic. I no longer watch others and wonder, when will it be me? Because it already is. What belongs to me does not slip away. It does not fall into the hands of another. It does not vanish or delay forever. It arrives, and it arrives with peace. It arrives with divine confirmation. It arrives in the perfect hour, when my heart is open and my faith is steady. I do not chase after outcomes. I attract them. I do not worry if others are ahead. I walk in my own divine lane. I do not fear missing out. I know nothing good passes me when I remain aligned. This is not a race. It is a realization, the realization that I have already been chosen, the realization that the wealth I dream of is not a fantasy. It is a spiritual certainty waiting to take form. So I keep my heart soft. I keep my vision strong. I keep my mind anchored in truth. And I live from the deep and powerful, knowing that what is mine is not only on the way. It's inevitable. I walk in perfect faith, knowing that divine abundance chooses me now, effortlessly and joyfully. I do not wonder. I do not waver. I do not beg the universe to move. I move with it. I align myself with the energy of certainty. I speak from completion, not from lack. I feel from fulfillment, not from fear. Faith is not something I visit once in a while. It is the ground I stand on, the breath I take, the rhythm of my inner world. It is the atmosphere I live in, and in this atmosphere miracles are not rare, they are expected. There is no strain in divine flow. There is no effort in being chosen. It is not something I earn. It is something I embody. I no longer ask, will it happen? I declare, it is happening now. My language shifts from maybe to surely, from someday to today, from desire to possession. I do not look around for signs. I am the sign. I am the evidence of what divine faith looks like in form. I am the walking, breathing invitation for wealth to express itself with power and clarity. Faith sees is not yet visible and responds to it as if it were already here. And that is what I do. I treat the unseen promise like present truth. I carry myself like the outcome is certain. I live in a state of holy expectancy. I don't wait to feel it. I feel it now. I don't wait to be joyful. I rejoice now. I don't wait for the numbers to appear. I walk like they already have, because they have. In the realm of spirit, in the dimension where everything begins, where the substance is already formed, and the only thing left is for time to catch up with eternity. I no longer try to manipulate results or push outcomes with force. I have moved into a greater way, a higher way. I trust, I release, I allow, and in that allowance, all things begin to rearrange themselves to bring me what is mine. I see things falling into place without my hands touching them. I feel the quiet hand of the divine orchestrating everything behind the scenes. I may not know how, I may not know when, but I always know who. And that is enough. Every moment I act in faith, I draw the blessing closer. Every time I speak with confidence, the vibration of my voice becomes a command to the universe. Every time I remain calm in the waiting, I send a signal that I already possess the outcome, and the universe always answers that signal. It does not respond to begging. It does not respond to desperation. It responds to inner authority. And my authority is rooted in my belief that I have already been selected for something magnificent. I do not need to see the numbers match to know I've won. I've already won in my spirit. I've already felt the shift. I've already received the confirmation in my inner being. The manifestation is just the echo. The ticket is just the reflection. The money is just the result. I don't worship the result. I honor the power within me that drew it in. When I walk down the street, I feel abundance walking with me. When I wake up, I expect new doors to open. When I speak, I know that angles of increase are moving. I carry an atmosphere of certainty. It surrounds me. It protects me. It attracts everything I need and more. Because I no longer identify as someone who waits. I identify as someone who receives. And that identity reshapes everything around me. I do not limit the ways in which abundance comes. I do not question the method. I stay open. I stay soft. I stay ready. I know that the energy of joy is the key. I know that laughter opens the gates of overflow. I know that rest and trust are not passive. They are the most powerful stances I can take. Because when I am in joy, I am in alignment. When I am in peace, I am in power. And when I walk in faith, I walk in certainty. Certainty that the blessing is already mine. Certainty that I am already chosen. Certainty that nothing can block what has been divinely ordained. I now stand in full agreement with abundance. I declare with unwavering faith in what is mine by divine right is already released to me. I no longer chase, I align. I no longer doubt, I decide. I no longer hope, I know. The right ticket finds me. The divine path is clear. My steps are guided. My spirit is prepared. I am no longer surprised by blessings. I expect them. I see myself celebrating. I feel the joy before it arrives. I live in the vibration of victory before the numbers are even spoken. There is no competition in spirit. My win is tailor-made for me. It cannot be missed. It cannot be delayed. It cannot be taken. I am not waiting to be chosen. I am chosen. I am not wondering if it's real. I am already walking in it. Say it with Meg. I am aligned. I am the magnet for miraculous money. I am ready. I am aligned. I am the magnet for miraculous money. I am ready. I am aligned. I am the magnet for miraculous money. The universe is moving in my favor. The energy of increase is drawn to me. My voice commands it. My vision holds it. My faith seals it. I walk in divine timing. I walk in divine confidence. I walk in divine joy. I walk in divine timing. I walk in divine confidence. I walk in divine joy. Walk in divine timing. I walk in divine confidence. I walk in divine joy. It is already done. It is already written. It is already mine.